Wants to make sure everything is right. Didn't like that rack. Well, the run it's been for Wes. 9th place finish in Japan. Beat Mike Wolf in Tulsa, lost to Tommy Jones in the final. Then beat Patrick Allen last week, the reigning player of the year in Denver, in the semis. Nearly rolled 300. Then beat Mika Koivuniemen in the final. You couldn't find a hotter bowler, but a couple open frames may do him in his match with PBA rookie Bill O'Neill from Levittown, Pennsylvania, near Philadelphia. We'll have more of this semifinal when we return to Omaha. The Denny's PBA Tour Greater Omaha Classic on ESPN is brought to you by Denny's. We're cooking now. By Dexter, where you can play with the pros. Enter to win at DexterShoe.com. By Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. Visit Geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO. And by Motel 6, official lodging partner of the PBA. For the lowest price of any national chain, go to Motel6.com. Welcome back, everyone, to Greater Omaha, Council Bluffs, just across the Missouri River, where the Lewis and Clark expedition started back in 1804 on their quest to find the gateway to the Pacific Ocean, which, as we know, they found. Speaking of history, how about Wes Malott last week in Denver, Colorado? Nearly became the 17th bowler in PBA history to roll a 300 game on TV against reigning player of the year, Patrick Allen, a 299. He was extraordinary. This was for his 300, and he did just miss it. But the bottom line, over Mika Koivuniemen, he was able to knock off Major Mika and win his first ever PBA title and raise that trophy for the first time. What a feeling it was for Wes Malott. Well, speaking of history, Randy, unbelievable run for him. 4 straight TV shows, never done on the PBA Tour before. How would you best describe the run here for Wes Malott?
Well, what he's doing is an enigma. I mean, Walter Ray did it a couple years back when he made 5 shows in a row. And anytime a player does this on the PBA Tour, all the other players are kind of gathering around, really scrutinizing what that player's doing to try to figure out the trick. The bottom line, Wes Malott is matching up perfectly week in and week out, no matter what the pattern is. He's loose, and that spells trouble for his opponents. But he's got his hands full right now with Bill O'Neill.
Bill O'Neill, the front 5. What a start for him. He's the subject of this week's Dexter Approach, Randy.
Billy O'Neill is a heavy rolling guy, but there's a couple of keys to his success. Notice the backswing here. Now, he told me if he gets quick in the downswing, that spells trouble. So he really has to wait on it. But what makes Bill O'Neill so successful is look where this hand position is at the bottom of the swing. I try to teach all my students this. Fingers to the inside part of the bowling ball. So what does this release create? Well, check this out. Notice how the hand rolls right up the back of the ball. And listen, this ball hit the pocket. Wow. That's power, rotation, and revolutions, my friend.
And Randy, it is the Motel 6 6th frame. Bill O'Neill's thrown the front 5 with a strike here in the 6th. He'll earn $600 from Motel 6, the official lodging partner of the PBA. He'll also be eligible for a $6,000 bonus if he throws the front 6, more than any other bowler on TV this season. The real deal has some fans here. He went to college in Michigan, Division II level school, and was a standout there.
No.
7-pin, breaks the streak.
Well, and good shot, too. And the one thing that Bill O'Neill's doing right now is, again, he's managing transition, and he hasn't gone high yet. That ball comes in just a little late, leaving the shaker 7. But again, right out of commercial, the one thing you don't want to avoid is getting soft, not anticipating the lane breakdown or the oil breaking down. He comes in light instead of going high.
Sometime his first non-strike on TV in his career. Yeah, great start for Bill O'Neill, who brought the Saginaw Valley State collegiate team to the national championship round. They lost to Kansas in the IBC. He said being on television, the pressure of that match, plus the tour trial pressure he's faced, will bring him somewhere close to this level of intensity he faces today.
Yeah, and let's not forget what he did at last year's U.S. Open. The guy finished 6th. He was 2 spots out of making the show.
Ooh, there's a high ball right through the nose. And he looked puzzled.
Yeah, and again, that's the stuff that I'm talking about, the transition, the oil breaking down. It happens much faster on TV day because of the heat and the lights. And you see that this ball never moved to the right because of the friction that's being created by the balls going down the lane and the TV lights. Again, something that Bill O'Neill is not familiar with, being only his first time on television.
Can't cover an open frame. 3-pin stands for O'Neill. Malott had 2 opens earlier in this match, and now O'Neill answers with one of his own. And this late, that could really spell disaster. All of a sudden, Malott looks for the turkey here. Is down 19 pins. He can pull to within 9.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, Bill O'Neill just got off of Wes Malott's chest, and he can now breathe. It's a big opening to give a guy who is red hot.
Malott answers. It's a 9-pin match.
You know, not only what it does for Wes Malott's confidence when he sees his opponent open, but what it does mentally to a guy like Billy O'Neill who has never been here before. And then Wes does what great champions do. He gets up and strikes.
We asked Wes last night, do you feel unbeatable? Are you invincible? He said no. Remember, this was my first TV match in Tulsa, my first tournament last week. However, he's feeling confident. He can say that much.
Wes Malott could have taken the lead with a strike there. And right now the guys are just leapfrogging one another, meaning that as soon as somebody sees somebody go high, the other player makes an adjustment off of that and gets left of them. Both players playing a similar part of the lane.
Randy, last night Wes told us his concentration, focus has been unbelievable. Ball selection excellent. Making the right decisions. Single pin numbers, you see him. Can he make the right decisions, right moves down the stretch of this match?
Without question. I think he will make the right decisions. You know, and it's easy to make those decisions when you're matching up well, and you don't have to try to throw the ball like somebody else or try to manufacture a shot that's not part of your arsenal. It'd be like telling Wes Malott to take one of his fingers out of the ball and throw it straight up 5. You know, that's just not what he does.
Rebounds very nicely, our young rookie. Off of the open frame. Join us next week for the USBC Masters, our first major of this season from the US Cellular Arena in Milwaukee. $100,000 on the line. A 2-year Denny's PBA Tour exemption as well next Sunday, 1 Eastern. For more, log on to ESPN.com. We can't wait for that one.
And right now, Dave Ryan, this is the biggest shot of his young professional career right here in the 9th frame, the foundation frame with a strike here. He'll take a 20-pin lead, and then no matter what Wes Malott does, he can't shut out Wes.
However, that does not happen, Randy, at all. Double wood in the 10. 2-8-10.
Well, he went high the last shot on that lane. He makes the adjustment. And here's the thing. You get too firm when you move into that oil, and the ball never grabbed down the lane. And now he is in big trouble.
Can he convert? No. 10-pin stands in open frame. That may spell disaster for O'Neill this late with Wes Malott bowling so well.
Well, Wes Malott is going at a 2:15 pace. Bill O'Neill can strike out to shoot 223. The only way for Bill O'Neill to win this match is to have Wes Malott not double in the 9th and 10th.
Wes told us last night, Randy, he was trying to take advantage of O'Neill's first ever TV match. Maybe be nervous. Maybe wouldn't make the right shots. Wes shreds the rack there, takes care of all 10. And all of a sudden, he takes the lead. Seems like he's just down by 30 pins.
Well, if Wes Malott strikes here and goes 9 spare in the 10th, he's going to win. If he does not strike here, Bill O'Neill can get up in the 10th frame and double and win this match. Look out!
Way high.
Where'd that come from?
And Billy O'Neill's going to get to finish on his good lane, the lane that he struck every ball on, except for the 6th frame. Wes Malott, again, you can see that right now the trouble lane is the left lane.
The top-ranked bowler on tour. Second in points to Mike Scroggins. Wes Malott, big shot again. Covers.
All right, now, Wes Malott gets 9 or a strike. He will force Bill O'Neill to throw 2 strikes in the 10th frame and get count to advance. You want to talk about pressure. This young man is a tremendous bowler. You're going to see a lot of him, but he has never felt pressure like he's going to feel getting up in the 10th frame.
Clears the deck. And now it's up to young Bill O'Neill from Levittown, Pennsylvania, just 24 years old. That's what he needs. In the Tour Trials, 7 bowlers in that last day, placed between 6 and 12. Only 10 could make it. 45 pins within each other. O'Neill came through that day. Can he do it again now? Late hit!
A little love from number 4.
Number 4 drops, and she drops late.
He gets this ball in just a pinch, but all those revolutions in that roll gets the ball to tip just hard enough to carry that late 4-pin. Now, right now, don't think about anything other than just being smooth and clean.
Striking 3. Needs to strike. Bingo. Gets it.
Great shot. He got this ball a little bit further right. It flipped up nice and hard, and with all that power, the 10-pin didn't stand a chance. All he needs to do now is stay behind the foul line. That's it.
And just like that.
Finish it up.
The 4-time collegiate All-American who has never been on TV before today, Bill O'Neill, defeats the hottest bowler in the world, Wes Malott, 223 to 215.